continue to get your details as the NIA is likely to visit Gulmarg. This is regarding the recent rise in terror attacks and especially how non-locals were targeted. Remember, several attacks that have been carried out on non-locals within the last 8 days, 4 to be precise, and 2 Jawans who were also martyred in these ongoing attacks. Now, mega anti-terror operations that have been launched. In fact, Republic exclusively spoke to Lieutenant General M.V. Suchindra Kumar, the Northern Army commander, on these increasing terror attacks. This is what he said on how the army is strategizing to eliminate such terrorists.
Good afternoon, sir. Gursimran, this side from Republic TV. My question pertains to the south of Pir Panjal, the area that has been peaceful for a longer period of time. We have seen that in the recent past, there have been series of terror activities that are taking place, be it in Rajouri, Poonch, Doda, Kathua, these regions. How Indian Army is prepared to this rise in the terror activities in this region and also in Jammu and Kashmir? Sir.
Okay, I think that's a very topical question. Know that this region, which has got starting from Kathua, Samba, then the districts of Rajouri, Poonch, and if you look at the hinterland, say Udhampur, Riyasi, also what we know as Doda, Kishtwar and Bhadrwah region, it's been largely peaceful for say maybe more than a decade and a half, which has got the challenge of both the international border as also line of control, roughly say about 210 kilometers of international border and about equal amount in the neighboring command. Now, what actually has happened over the last 5 years in the Jammu and Kashmir is a large number of terrorists, almost 720 have been neutralized. And the residual terrorists today, the agencies, the multi-agency center keeps updating the figures, stand something like 120, 130. Now, also the recruitment figures are in single digits, if you look at it on a year-on-year basis. And the adversary, therefore, finds that his narrative and the terrorism that is nurturing is on an extremely steady decline. Some years it drops substantially. So there is a push to push the terrorists in. We have had successes at the line of control in Rajouri district, also in Baramulla and Kupwara in the last few weeks. You would have learned from our both what we put out in the media and also from the news itself. The aim appears to be to, like all terrorism is, to intimidate the populace, disrupt the peace and development in the area, the normal democracy processes that are there. But I must assure you the situation is under control. Our strategy is to get accurate information firstly, intelligence, all-weather surveillance on the line of control, including a host of technological infusion. Some of it you will get to see, which are displayed outside. Dynamic multi-tier counter-infiltration grid, and also dynamic deployment in the hinterland in synergy with various stakeholders. We have inducted additional forces, as like you mentioned, once the situation started getting into higher levels of violence, they have been trained, and we are confident that we will handle this situation.
And well, massive anti-terror operation that has been launched in the Jeri area of Riyasi district, suspected terrorist movement that was also indicated, army and the police have been rushed to the spot and the entire area has been cordoned off. Let's get more details from Arawat joining us on the broadcast. Over to you, Arawat.
Yeah, absolutely. As we have seen, the cordon and search operation have been extended to other areas also that we have seen, pick it up from the sources. After the deadly terror attack in Gulmarg, before this attack, we have seen the terror attack that took place in the Gagangir, in which we have seen that 7 civilians was killed by the terrorists. After that, the massive mega anti-terror operation underway, and you can see here in the visual, the cordon and search operation is still going on. After the complete frisking of the forces here, after that, the people are being allowed to move from this place. And this is the same spot which leads to the terror attack incident spot in the Gagangir areas of Gandarabal earlier, and this time we are here in the North Kashmir's Gulmarg, where the terror attack took place yesterday. After that, we have seen the mega anti-terror operation is underway here. We have also picked up from the sources that the National Investigation Team may also investigate this matter here in the Gulmarg, how this attack took place, because we have already seen such kind of attacks, and it's not possible that the one person can carry such type of attacks. Also, there is possibility that before the attack, the recce was done by the terrorists here in the Gulmarg Subutapatri area, where we have seen that the 3 Indian Army Jawans lost their life while fighting the terrorists, and 2 porters who were working for the Indian Army in the Gulmarg sector. Also, we believe that the sources have confirmed to the public that Jaish is behind this terror attack that took place in the Gulmarg. Also, anytime from now, the National Investigation Agency teams may arrive here. Also, you can see here in the visuals, after the complete frisking, these troopers are allowing the transporters to move from this very spot, because this is the first entry point of the Gulmarg, which is here at, you can see in the visuals, as we have been told by the officers, that the senior level officers of the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police is around to reach the exact spot where this terror attack took place. It was yesterday evening when terrorists came and targeted the Indian Army's convoy there, who was doing the patrolling. As also we have believed that the intelligence agencies have told there are 160 to 170 terrorists active at the multiple launching pads in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and they are desperately trying to create disturbance in the Kashmir Valley, and they are pushing the terrorists before the winters in the Kashmir Valley. But we have seen after the Gulmarg attack yesterday, security has been beefed up from the line of control area in the Gulmarg. Also, the security have been beefed up in the Uri as well as in the Riyasi and Poonch districts of the Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, back to studios.
All right, Arawat, many thanks for getting us those details. We also play out that reaction by former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, who's not just ruled out talks with Pakistan, but has also said that they know where terrorists come from. Let's listen in.